Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing amazing. I'm going to wait to see if anyone tunes in while I do a shuffle, and then we're going to hop right into it. Had a strong message going. Heard it last night. Wanted to hop into it right first thing today. And I hope everyone's doing amazing. It's going to be a rather good message, I feel like. We'll see what comes out in the cards. But yeah, so far intuitively, just really was feeling this energy. So it was kind of funny. Yesterday, I have two cats, and basically they're usually, they love each other a lot, right? They're pretty good and understanding, but they both love me like a lot, like hardcore. So it was so funny because the one was being like a little bit more possessive over me yesterday. So then it was funny because Spirit like tuned me into the message, because I'm like, they're never like this. This is weird. And so for some of you out there, I guess like two masculines basically are kind of really competing to get your energy or your attention right now. One could be a Scorpio. Otherwise, they see you going through this huge transformation in your life, and they just really want a part of it. They feel like they don't have options if they don't have you, is what I'm hearing. So that could be from one of them. But we're still going to shuffle and just like hop into it. So welcome everyone tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and happy Sunday. Hope you're doing amazing. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like they could really be competing. It could be getting a little bit toxic between the two. Maybe they're friends. For others of you, maybe it's just more of an obsession. Like maybe they watch your social media. Wow, they both like really have a lot of passion for you. This is going to be intense. Look at this. So it's almost like one has more passion than the other. I feel like one might want more of a physical relationship, whereas the other one's more of a soulmate connection. And I feel like this is where the two are fighting. It's almost like it could be like a battle of the egos. And you know, it's funny because today my cats are totally chill again, right? So it was only like a sporadic thing. But as soon as it happened, I'm like, there's got to be a message behind it. So I just connected with my spirit guides and asked. And they're like, yeah, two masculines competing big time. So this is definitely going to be a message more resonating for divine feminine. But of course, put the shoe where it fits. We just got a lot just came out. So, okay, let's see what we got. Amazing. Look at this. Okay, so you could definitely be dealing with a Virgo for some of you. I'm feeling heavy earth energy because we've got a lot of pentacles. We've got the Hermit in reverse. With the moon, the Pisces here as well. And then with all the wands, we've got Aries, Leo, Sag. With the cup energy, lots of water. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So big time I'm feeling either you're dealing with an earth, water, or fire sign, or the two masculines are both these signs. So wow, okay, Ace of Cups. At the end, you're ultimately going to get a victory. Maybe for some of you, a lot of this is actually happening behind the scenes. It's like, see how they're both in reverse? It almost signifies the fact that this battle is going on behind your back. Like it's between the two of them, and they're both trying to figure out who's going to come out on top. For some of you, it's going to be an earth sign. But also, you could be the earth sign that they're competing for some of you. But it's funny because one of them's going to come out more, I guess, just like decided between the two of them. I don't feel like it's going to... Say they're friends, for example. I don't feel like it's going to cause like an end of a friendship or anything, because you notice we've got the 9 of Cups. So it's almost like everyone's going to get a victory or like a wish fulfillment in the end. So like the friends will remain friends, and understanding that whoever basically gets your attention is the one who deserved it in the first place. If that makes sense, I feel like that's really going to resonate. For some of you, you might know this is already happening. I feel like this is new love. But for others of you, you might not even be aware this is fully happening. It might be behind the scenes. What I'm hearing is one of them could have made even an account to like kind of watch you, or if not, the two of them both have. If it's friends, it's like the whole group of friends is involved in this whole like little thing that's going on. But if not, it's just like the two friends maybe had a discussion about you. The one brought up how they had an interest in you. The other one was like, oh... So I'm hearing two stories. Either the one held back when they heard the friends say they had interest and they kept it to themselves, but really they've always had an interest in you. Or they said something, and this is kind of where they're like, okay, well, we're going to figure it out between us. Who really deserves to have this feminine? So, wow. So funny. Today I was guided to choose this mug I have. It says I woke up like this for my coffee. So I'm really feeling like regardless, both these masculines have a lot of respect for you. They find you to be beautiful, attractive. It's like you could just wake up and they still think you're beautiful. I feel like you haven't actually had that experience with both of them yet, though. Maybe with one of them. But for some of you, these are two new masculines. I feel like Divine Femme, whoever I'm tapping into, it's like you're on your own journey right now, spiritual journey, life lessons. You're really trying to get your coins together, trying to get your life together. And maybe this is too why the two of them are trying to figure out who gets the spot, because they know whoever comes has to come with a solid offer. It's almost like you're a person that's not going to settle for like a weak relationship. You want what you want passion, you want long-lasting victory. Wow, as if the Wheel of Fortune is the next card out. So it looks like it's going to be a win-win situation, like I said, for all. And that's really beautiful to see with the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Really just signifying whatever happens, it's going to be done through the purest of emotions and intentions, not attention. Purest of emotions and intentions. So it's like, I feel like for a lot of you, maybe the water sign is going to be more victorious. But it looks like definitely a lot of passion between the water and the fire sign for you. So I feel like that could be resonating strongly. There's a lot you don't know about the situation, though. It's like with the moon being in reverse, there could be conversations being had about you, or what I'm hearing is honestly like how great you are and how much everyone kind of wants to have you. Like you're almost like unattainable at sorts. Maybe these two masculines live at a distance from you as well. Welcome everyone just tuning in. This is going to be a beautiful reading. So everyone in this situation currently feels stuck, especially you if you're like, hey, you just want a suitor to come in. It's so funny too. I feel like Divine Femme, if you went through a past rough breakup and then you healed and now you're actually ready to accept a new love-in. And maybe for some of you, you know this is happening behind the scenes, but if you don't know what's happening, either way, you're like, okay, when's your person coming in, your soulmate, right? Your divine counterpart, or for some of you reuniting with a twin, whichever your story kind of resonates with. Just know that this whole situation with these masculines are doing is leaving all three of you stuck, essentially. Wow, and as if we've got the Three of Swords next. So look, it represents three people in this situation. Ultimately, kind of a loss for everyone in the situation currently. What I feel like too, both these masculines could be very attractive. They could both be the type that aren't necessarily even the types to settle down. But then here they go. They both are like undecided over you, or not undecided, but like undecided who gets to have you. Like they both want you. They both want balance. I feel like you're a very fair, honest, loyal person. And that's what these masculines see with you. And wow, they see a victory with you. For some of you, maybe you own your own business or you're building. They see you as someone who can take care of themselves, and they really just want to be a part of that with you and build with you. So, okay, right behind you, we literally have the Ten of Swords. So what I'm feeling like kind of just with the Ten of Swords, the Chariot. Okay, so look at that. So one of them knows they have to leave the situation in order for the other to build with you. So it looks like it's kind of going to come down to, we can get some more details on this reading. Look at that. Both of them knowing you have options. They both kind of feel like you have options other than them too. So they almost feel like the ball's in your court. Wow. For some of you, they could play basketball. Interesting. Okay, because I never really say that reference, so that's kind of funny. The ball's in your court. But it really is. I mean, I feel like you could have more than just these two suitors watching you. Divine Feminines, look at you, little hot commodities right now. I love it, because this year is all about glow up and love and self-appreciation and realizing not to settle for less than you deserve. And if anyone offers you that, then you dip. And I feel like a lot of you are focused on your own independence after realizing these lessons, right? It's like for some of you, you went through a lot of tough love or situations with people that didn't have your best interests at heart, to realize at the end of the day, all you can do is always have your own back and know that if someone comes and goes, as long as you're okay still, you can handle those emotional breakdowns, right? I feel like for some of you, it could have been a past relationship that totally drained you or took everything from you. Maybe you were married to this person or in a long-term commitment, and then going through things like this is where you gain this real self-appreciation. And for some of you, just like this new motto in life, you know, work hard and love yourself even harder. And I think people really see it, and it honestly intimidates these masculines, to say the least. Look at that. We got the 7 of Cups, so everyone's feeling a little bit heartbroken at the moment. I feel like you're on top, though, just doing your thing, not really concerned about it. But I know you feel like at the end of the day, you do want your true love. It's like you're not trying to waste time either. And especially, too, I feel like you're not fully aware about these masculines, because if you knew, you would probably make your move, right? You're not going to waste anyone's time, especially if you had your time wasted previously. So it's kind of funny if it feels like the two of them have to get out of their own heads, or maybe the conversations they're having between the two of them, and just make a move towards you. But like I said, with all this cup energy, I really feel like A, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and B, just the fact that they know that you have options other than them. So they know they have to make a move soon. But yeah, really feeling, look at all the wands and look at all the cup energy. Definitely feeling heavy fire and water. So let's get some more cards. Let's kind of clarify the situation as to what's going to happen next. What I will do as well, just because I really am picking up on 2 energies, is I'm actually going to do 2 separate sets of messages today, just to switch it up. And that way too, if you know this situation is resonating, that there are 2 people that may possibly even be friends, or say you have a past lover and someone new, and you want to kind of, yeah, I'll just do it that way. And whatever you're guided by your spirit guides to resonate as the first pile of messages and the second pile of messages, that will be those people for you. But like I said, 2 masculine energies, and wow, okay, so that just showed me, Spirit just really connected that for some of you, it might not even be that they know each other, but maybe this is a past love and a new love. And maybe they're both aware of each other, whether you realize this or not. I didn't pick up energy like the ex was trying to sabotage, but now that I'm saying it, you never know. For some of you, it could be the case. Maybe they came in under a fake profile, tried to message this person something about you to cause some conflict. But if not, it's just that they're both aware of each other, and they're both aware that they have this passion for you, and that only one of them gets to have you, because you seem like a monogamous type, to say the least. Don't forget to hit the like button if this is resonating. We're really going to hop into a beautiful reading today, and welcome to everyone just tuning in. Wow, so yeah, ultimately said and done. With this repeating, it's come out twice now. It just really shows that the situation will end up fairly. And it just looks like someone definitely has to leave. Wow, so with this, think about it. We've got the Chariot there, right? So that represents Cancer as the sign. So I feel like it could be a water sign that does know they have to make an exit. What I just heard is it could be the water sign that's the past lover, and this fire sign, or for some of you an air sign, is the new lover. For others of you, it really looks like the 2 of these people have actually been having battles behind the scenes. Okay, so for some of you, say I'm hearing like either they're in communication about you and like how they both want you, or say they're friends, they've like had these discussions like while they were partying or drinking, something like this, and it kind of just got a little bit heated. It didn't necessarily end in the best agreement. If that's the case, that's an extreme scenario for some, but for some, they're in no communication between the 2 of each other because they need to figure out who gets who, right? Wow, so look at that. 6 of Wands. I feel like definitely one of them is a player, though, and I think that's why the other one's putting up the fight so much. They're like, listen, like, I want to come off of this divine feminine, a real loyal long-term commitment. You just want to break her heart or play games, and at this point, it's just like, let me come in and be the victor. For some of you, too, this could be an air sign telling a water sign, I'm coming in to claim this love. And like I said, otherwise it's a fire sign, I feel like, telling a water sign. So definitely heavy on the new love being either, or the person you're supposed to be with, rather, even like a soulmate connection being a fire sign or an air sign. But yeah, so that's really heavy energy. We're going to do a few more cards, and then we'll actually do some messages just to clarify more. I really feel like, though, heavy energy on the sense, wow, look at that. We got the Star, beautiful. So both these masculines see you as the Star, someone who could really change their life for the better. I feel like the 2 of them just want to protect you, love you, care about you, you know? And then that's where the indifference comes in mind, because maybe even if the one was previously more of a player type, they're like saying, well, listen, you don't understand the love that I have for divine feminine, so it's not really your place to try and impose on my chances with this person. So that's really heavy energy, what I'm getting. Wow. So High Priestess, you may definitely have an intuition about what's going on. And if not, you're just more aware of at least the one person you're supposed to be with. That's the person that's trying to come through, but it looks like they're being blocked. So they could be being blocked financially as well. Maybe they know they have to get their life together a little bit better before they come towards and make you an offer. But it looks like they have a lot of love for you. They really see you as someone like passionate. Like I feel like they think, say the two of you haven't been together before, it would be like, you know, like a night to remember. Let's just say that. And then they would want to keep remembering you, like keep being with you. You know what I mean? Like they want to keep having the nights to remember. So yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of illusion behind it. So too, for example, if this is going on behind the scenes for you, you could be waiting for a response from this person and you haven't heard anything, and you're kind of like, maybe for some of you thinking they have options, or you're growing like tired of being other people's options. Like you just want to be called and called out for what you are, you know, like you want to be loved. You want someone to recognize your love and like claim you rather, you know, instead of, like for a lot of them, this has been going on behind the scenes. So it's like, some of you might even be aware and be like growing cold to the situation. Like, okay, so which one's going to come forward? That's heavy energy I'm feeling for the ones, especially if you've been by yourself doing your thing. You're like, okay, like you realize then if this isn't your person, you believe in divine timing, then the universe is going to send in someone for you. So I really feel like a lot of you are just like, when's this going to happen? I feel like both these masculines know that you're in that mindset though, regardless. Like I said, though, heavy energy, one of them's non-committal and wants just like kind of passion from you, and the other one wants to be with you. So I really feel like if this is both new loves, it's exactly that way, and they're kind of like familiar to each other, or they're friends even. And this is maybe even how the one's feelings got brought out, because maybe the one was kind of internalizing their feelings for you, and then when they heard the other discussing you, maybe amongst other friends or to them, it was like, okay, no, this person definitely has options. I need to make a move. And then for others of you, it was just straight up like, even this player is like, well, I've changed into an emperor. Wow. So for some of you, you could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. But that could have been the person that was previously a player, right? And they're like, I'm not that person anymore. I want a long-term commitment, or at least with this divine feminine, they make me feel that way. And then this is boom, where the battle comes in. So it looks like it's honestly going to be going on for at least the next 6 weeks. We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. What I would recommend is maybe Spirit has kind of already shown you to disconnect or keep your distance. Especially say you live at a distance from these two and you know they're friends. I feel like they're kind of going through it themselves, figuring it out. It's like, let them figure it out. Whoever's going to claim, because I feel like divine feminine, you're like, you know, not that you're like basking in it, but you know the self-worth and the love that you've gained. And for a lot of you, a glow up, you're looking pretty good, right? And you're like, okay, no one's gonna waste your time anymore. And you have this high, intuition with the High Priestess that Spirit's bringing in your divine counterpart. So absolutely beautiful energy. You should just really trust that. Like I said, 6 weeks. Wow, 3 of Cups as I'm just shuffling, and the 9 of Cups. So ultimately, look at you working on your own wish fulfillment, your own happiness. Meanwhile, there's the third party situation going on. And for some of you, you're not even involved in it. You're just trying to like let the best person come forward, whoever wants to commit to you, because otherwise it's like you're all good on your own. Wow, strong message there. Love it, divine femmes. And just know too, especially if you're like, okay, we had a huge candle flicker there too. It's definitely a confirmation. Your love's coming in for you. Wheel of Fortune's turning. We have such beautiful cards out. Before we had the 10 of Pentacles. Now we've got the 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups was out. Ace of Cups. You can't go wrong. All this passion, all this new cycles energy. And it looks like soon a decision will be made. I feel like these two people realize too, they're not the only options in the sea for you. So if they don't make a move soon, then they might just lose you to someone else. So definitely intense. Let's get some messages right away from... we'll do energy 1 and energy 2. So I will let you take a second right now what you're guided to choose as your energy 1 and energy 2 if this resonates for you. But best two cards of the deck right now to have in major arcanas. We had the Star before was, and then the Wheel of Fortune. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. So you really can't go wrong. It looks like you're going to have a victory in love. And looks like one of these masculines is going to with you if they step it up. And if not, it looks like you might just be with someone else. But I really feel like this is a new love and an old love for a lot of you. And I feel like, too, it's crazy almost. It's like if it's a new and an old love, this old love had a long time to step it up, wow, and come back and offer you that happiness, that long-lasting love, and they didn't decide to step it up, and so therefore you realized your happiness no longer was with that person. For some of you, you could be a Leo or have dealt with a Leo previously who you walked away from. But yeah, really heavy energy that you just realized this person was holding you back more than they were doing you good. So ultimately, just know the universe sees your growth and your progress. And if you've really stood on your own and done the healing and transformed, you're going to meet someone way more on your level. For a lot of you, I feel like this is what this new love is, though. And wow, the Strength card. So you could definitely be a Leo or having dealt with one previously. But yeah, look at that. So Spirit's giving you the strength and the wisdom, I'm hearing, to really overcome this. And it's like almost through everything you went through in the past, this taught you the ultimate lessons as to what you're looking for in love. So you almost have the strength now. If you're not being offered what you deserve from a person, you can cut that off and walk away and wait for someone who's more deserving of it. And that's what people really like about you. I feel like in this reading, these two masculines really pick up that energy. Cut off game strong, I just heard. It's like you have no problems exiting and moving towards someone who's going to satisfy or match your energy, rather. It's like you're not going to be anyone's second best option. Absolutely not. Wow, look at that. And for some of you, this past person could have had up to 3 other lovers. Could even be, say it's 2 new people. One of them is like that, has a couple people on the side, is kind of non-committal, and that's why the other friend, say it's that situation. Definitely getting 2 different scenarios. But say it's the friend situation, it's 2 new loves. Or 2 new potentials, rather. The one of them's kind of a player, has multiple options, and the other one's like wants you to be their only option. And this is why they're putting up the fight, like as to why this other person was even trying to go against them, if that makes sense. Wow. So yeah, definitely look at that. And for a lot of you, it is an air sign that really wants your love. That's really beautiful. So we've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for that. So that's so funny because before in the other spread, it kept saying it was either air or fire. And then look at a heavy fire and air. We've got a little bit of cup energy, but like I said, it's either that's an outside person or that's a past person, definitely. Okay, so let's keep going. Also, I feel like with all the cup energy, though, it just shows that regardless of if this other masculine is a player, say per se, judged by others, they still have a lot of emotions and love for you, and so does this other person. It's like they, in their own ways, have a lot of love for you, and that's what makes this a more difficult situation. And especially, I just heard if the masculines do have a bond, because neither of them want to step on each other's toes, but at the same time, they want to run on each other's toes, if that makes sense. They're like, they just want to battle it out. So, really interesting energy. Okay. So we're going to get a few messages. So like I said, take a second to pick pile 1 energy 1 rather. I like that. Energy 1 and energy 2 as to your 2 masculines right now. I feel like this will give us a little more guidance on the situation. While you're taking a second to pick, I'm going to pull 1 angel message and then we will shuffle these message cards. Thank you so much, everyone, tuning in. This is a really interesting reading. Heavy energy, as if, look at that. I feel like you deserve it, though, Divine Femme. Maybe it's been too long. You felt like you've had no options. Now you got a couple, whether you even know it or not. I just heard abundance to you knowing or not. They are there. They are waiting to come up and claim you, but it looks like it's either 2 scenarios. It's an ex and the new love, or it's 2 friends, and they're both kind of figuring out between the 2 of them which one actually deserves to come forward to you. I just feel like they feel like if the 2 of them both do, they know it's going to cause conflict between the 2 of them when you pick one of them. So it's almost like they kind of want to figure it out between them before, which, hey, that's so funny. It's like who's to say Divine Femme doesn't get to choose between the two? But hey, I mean, if they are friends, I totally understand where that situation would go too, right? So for you, Divine Femme, it's the time to stay focused. Someone in your life currently serves as a distraction against your highest good. Spirit says you use your discernment and stay focused. So this could be, say, for example, this is a past love. And for some of you, say it's two new loves. One of them is definitely going to be karmic or more of a non-committal type. And this is what the heads up is. It's time to focus on you. Yes, you are allowed to do that every once in a while. It says the angels encourage you to put the focus on you for a change. And wow, I can't believe so many came out. Okay, a couple of them are love messages there. We've got one love message. Says, no matter how far apart we are, you'll always have my heart. So this is energy 1, guys. I feel you in my thoughts and emotions. The love I have for you is truly unconditional. Okay, so I'm going to totally separate the piles as well so y'all can kind of like look at them. So one more angel message says there are certain things that have to happen in order for life for us to grow. Whether or not we are comfortable with change, it is inevitable. So stay positive and persevere. Beautiful. So look at that. Stay focused, focus on you, and know that change is inevitable and sometimes, and well, I would say if not always, usually for the better, right? It helps us grow and learn and really heal and overcome. And especially too, if you've been through past scenarios that weren't the best in love, know that you're deserving of that love and it's coming in soon for you. Okay, so we're going to hop right into these love messages. So let's just move those angel messages. So pile energy 1, I'll do those back to back. They're going to be laid out first, then we'll do energy 2. Don't forget to hit that like button if this is resonating for you. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone tuning in. I really hope this is resonating. So energy 1 says, wow, so we've got 2 messages of unconditional love. So look at that. One is definitely an unconditional love for you, and this is why they're going so hard against the other person. I love you unconditionally. That means no matter what, I will always love you, even if from a distance. Aw, so that's really beautiful. So look at that. 2 messages of unconditional love from energy 1. Let's keep going, see what energy 1 has to say. And remember, don't do a switch up. Whatever you're guided by your spirit guides or your thoughts, your intuition as your energy 1 and energy 2, don't switch it up based on the messages. Take it for what it is, even if it's not what you want to hear. But like for some of you, this could be a past person. It says, please stop ignoring me, unblock me. Next one from energy 1 says, I want to come home. I'm ready to make things right between us. I'm sorry for ever letting you down. So for a lot of you, I feel like this energy 1 could definitely be a past person. And if you're unsure as to who the 2 energies are for you, this could definitely be a past person for one of you or someone you're not in contact with any longer. It says, you are the better half of my heart, my soulmate, my one true love now and always. I love you. So wow, this energy 1, definitely true unconditional love for you. They may not have fully ever expressed it. It says, the longer we are apart, the feelings I have for you grow stronger every day. Couple more messages for energy 1. It says, I will stand by your side no matter what. Loyalty is 100%. So this person feels definitely very committed to you and drawn back to you. It says, you don't know how beautiful you are to me. This person thinks you're very beautiful to them. They are very drawn to you as a person. Absolutely beautiful energy. And last message from energy 1, it says, I feel stuck in a toxic outside relationship. I'm trying to sort my life out. So funny, that really resonates with either they maybe have a connection or they are going through this battle with their friend or other person. Something that's kind of getting in the way, or like I said, it could be a past and new love. So we're going to hop right into energy 2. And if this is resonating, don't forget to hit that like button. And just remember, don't switch up the energy. We got a pile 2 coming in. I will do some more clarification after, though, to see kind of what you can expect as like a resolution for this situation coming up, at least in the next few days. If there's anything, like I said, I feel like it's going to be an ongoing thing. It definitely doesn't look like it would be resolved in the next 24, 48 hours, probably in the next 6 weeks or so. For some of you, it could even be spring, summer. Been picking up big time a lot of new soulmate love for the summertime. Okay, so one more shuffle and then we will... Surprised none of them just flew out. Sometimes they do. I guess, wow. So message I just got from Spirit for energy 2, they could be really keeping this close to their chest. This could be a new person, hasn't fully expressed their love for you yet, stuff like that. And usually we have flippers today. Look at that. So they really just don't want to talk. Aw, beautiful. So it says, you are my sunshine through the storm. There you go. As if whoever is tuned in, this is the most beautiful confirmation I've ever gotten. So I just said how I feel like, because the cards weren't coming out, right? It's like they didn't want to speak to you about possibly how they feel. Well, look at this. Flipped out on the table, we have an unspoken communication between us. It's like we're able to communicate through our energy. So this is definitely how this person feels about you. You could know who this is based on this feeling alone or this confirmation alone. It says, I feel you so strong at times is driving me wild in the best possible way. So first couple messages from energy 2. See if any more come flipping out. Come on, Spirit. But yeah, like I said, I really feel like this person's really keeping their emotions close to themselves. And maybe this is the player one, or who people convey as a player. Maybe they're feeling like either you won't accept their offer, or the people are going to judge them, or you're going to judge them. Something like this. It says, I trust you more than I trust anyone in the world. Sometimes even more than I trust myself. Wow, so this person could actually just be maybe a little bit insecure. Maybe they knew they were non-committal previously, but like when it comes to you, there's something different about you. Absolutely beautiful energy. So let's keep going. Oh, we had a ton just pop out. Wow, they like flew. It says, would you answer if I called? I want to talk. So this person definitely has been thinking about reaching out to you. It says, every time I pray, I include you because you're such an incredible blessing in my life. Beautiful. I want to spoil you because you deserve it. So this person definitely seems like a newer energy. I feel like if this resonates with a past love trying to come back in a new love, it's like energy 1, past, new here for sure. But only take what resonates for you. These are general collective. It says, I started talking to people outside of our relationship. I'm sorry for that and confused as to where to go next. Wow, so definitely, like I just said, it could be the player vibe. And there you go. Maybe this other person knows too. This person's talking to other people. So they're like, they're not even committed to you, wondering why they're doing this. I just want to see you happy, even if it's not with me. So I feel like too, the way that this person's energy is more reserved. Maybe you aren't aware of the extent of their feelings. It's because maybe they don't feel like they have a huge offer to bring you in right now, and they know, like, regardless, they just want to see you happy, even if you're with someone else, right? So wow, let's go next. We've got, I need to get my life in order before coming forward. You deserve that. So there you go. Definitely some strong energies. Really makes sense. And look at that. I feel like this is why this person has been in stagnation or not coming forward. Maybe they do have past relationships or outside interferences that they're just trying to clear up in their own life and be able to come forward and make you like a stable offer. Really beautiful spread though. And look at all the color. Usually sometimes you'll get only one color in the messages. I feel like what this signifies for me is two things. Either that both these people have a lot of emotions for you, or for some of you, you could be dealing with like a rainbow here. You could be dealing with LGBT. Yeah, we love all love on this channel. So if whatever resonates for you. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so we're going back to a few messages for pile 1. It says, since you left, I lost a part of me. So definitely pile 1, as if. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is a past person. I love you to the moon and back. And one more for pile 1 or energy 1. It says, I always fantasize about you at inappropriate times and settings. So this person, especially maybe if you two were previously connected on an intimate level, they still think about it. Maybe they've moved on and they think about it at the wrong times. Now let's pull a few more for this new energy. I did have one just, wow. Okay, this popped out, but it was off camera, so I like to shuffle so you can see it. But it literally like flew off and hit me in the chest. And it says twin flames. Wow, and think about it. It just hit me in the chest, like in the heart. So it says, I can't quite explain how you make me feel other than home. And we just said that was energy 2. So for a lot of you, you've got a new love coming in or a twin flame connection. Okay, was not ready yet, spirits. Says, I want a future with you. Nice house, kids, pets, the cottage, the dream life with you sounds perfect. Beautiful. Okay, we've got a few more. Do you ever think about me anymore? So maybe this person is feeling, energy 2 feels a disconnect from you. I feel like the two of them do, energy 1 and energy 2. Maybe it's because they're both in their head more than they are communicating with the divine feminine right now. It says, your smile is the cutest I've literally seen in my entire life. And one more wow for energy 2 says, you are my best friend. You're the one person I know I can always count on. So energy 2, I feel like they're not on your level. They feel like they're not able to give you fully what you deserve. And like I said, this person could have been seen as someone who was non-committal or a player vibe. But maybe you met your twin flame and there's just something about you that they're ready to change their ways, to really commit and change their life. They feel like you could be not only their love, but their best friend as well, someone they can always count on. And it says, I need to get my life in order before coming forward, right? You deserve that. So this person, if they're silent, it's because they know you deserve like the right opportunity to really grow a solid foundation with them. And I feel like they don't want to mess it up. Especially if they see this future with kids, commitment, long-term stability. Absolutely beautiful energy there. Don't forget to hit the like button if this is resonating for you. Wow. Okay, so let's kind of keep going. If this resonates, what I'm feeling like is the two of them are both at a distance, though. Both of them want to come in and make an offer to you and haven't. For some of you, you could have one of these energies actually blocked or like even like silent, something like that. So they're unable to communicate with you. Looks like this other energy, though, is going to be the first one to come in. I feel like for you, you'll know who this person is based on the feeling you have with them. It's like an unspoken communication. Maybe you feel like you have this telepathic communication. For some of you, I'm hearing like you could wake up and you feel them. It's like they're thinking about you at that moment, or they think about you before they go to bed. When they wake up, they could be having dreams about you. Stuff like that. And this could be how they're reaching out to you through communication. Maybe you had them in your dream. Like they made a random guest appearance in your dream is just what I heard. And otherwise, what it is just really, they feel your energy big time. They can feel it when you're upset, when you're sad, when you're thinking of them, and especially if the two of you are in no contact. I feel like for some of you, this new person, you haven't even gotten to that level yet with them. So when you do, it's going to be really beautiful, especially if you're already starting to build up this kind of connection between the energy. So we'll do a couple more love messages and then we will hop into a few more tarot. I kind of just want to see where these masculines are going to take it next for you two. Because at the end of the day, wow, so I just heard you too. So it means one of them's going to walk away for sure. One of them's going to let the other one kind of move in. But I'm just wondering, I can give you a little more clarity as to who it could be. But remember again, these are collective and this is the energy at the present moment. But energy can change. It's like time is fluid, and regardless of like people's current thoughts and emotions and feelings, they still have free will to choose whatever they will. But just know with this Ace of Cup, Wheel of Fortune, y'all are blessed. Divine Femmes, you're going to be good. You're going to have your long-lasting love. And I just feel like it's gotten to the point where it's between these two specific masculines. It says, you deserve better than I am able to give you at this moment. I'm trying to get my life in order to give you the love you deserve, right? So definitely feel like that's the new person, or even that energy, because that was just out. That could resonate for both. Them really just trying to get their lives together. So we're going to go back to energy 1. It says, I am scared to show you how much I really care. I think I'm falling in love with you. It says, I'm finally ready to commit. And energy 1, that's funny because it said toxic relationship before. It says, I'm still in love with my ex. Okay, so I was just hearing for the storyline too that these are both new energies and they could possibly be friends or have a connection to each other. What it is the one person is in other connections and the other person isn't and is willing to move forward. But maybe this person who's committed to others wants to leave those situations to heal and then give a chance with you. And I feel like that's where this other person comes in, like, well, how is that fair? You're going to have to heal, overcome your options. And meanwhile, this person wants a chance with you now. And I definitely feel like this is the unspoken communication person. So that's really beautiful. Wow, I just heard too, I'm surprised the message hasn't come out yet, but maybe they communicate to you through music or, like I said, just like a feeling. Like for some of you, weird download, but maybe you could have been like brushing your teeth or doing like a mundane task like that. Like say doing the dishes, something you do every day all the time. You know, like it's not like it's just a regular chore or routine thing you do. And something like that happened where you just started to feel this energy really heavy of this person. That was them definitely like thinking of you or sending you that communication. That's really beautiful. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be feeling the tug of war even of the two energies. Wow. So heavy download from spirit. Some of you could have been feeling very drained recently. Maybe this past weekend you felt really drained. You had a lot to get done. And it's almost like spirit showing me you were able to get it done, but you were almost, for some of you, could have just felt like you were really caught up in your thoughts. You were feeling the thoughts of both of these masculines, if that was the case. Like for some of you, you could have jumped, right? All of a sudden say you're out running an errand, and then all of a sudden you're like thinking about this person. You're like, why can't I get them off my mind? I can't stop thinking about them. That was definitely them thinking of you. And I feel like that illusion could have been happening like all weekend or even longer. Wow. So this came out twice. So energy 1 definitely is in another relationship for some of you. It says they feel stuck in a toxic outside relationship. I'm trying to sort my life out. So we'll do a shuffle and see if any pop out. Don't forget to hit the like button if this is resonating. I feel like Divine Femmes, y'all deserve it though. After too long of feeling like you have no options, just know you got a couple and only the best one is going to come forward for you. And this person's really going to protect you, be your strength, be your soulmate, and be the person I feel like you can count on moving forward. Really beautiful. So I just had some messages fall. I don't like to show them if they just fell off camera because I know y'all like to see it on it. So we'll just add it back to the pile and get back into the shuffle. Wow. So this was a really strong reading, and it's so funny because I got the download and look at the cards. I mean, it literally like completely signifies everything in this. So you definitely probably may, for some of you, have been going through this. And if not, it's coming up. You could be like, what are you talking about, Earth Angel? There's no one right now. Just know that actually there's about to be 2 people, or in the background, there's already 2 people trying to figure it out who gets to have you. I just feel like they're in their own competition about it. And if it is a past and a new love, this past love's in a new relationship, thinking about the past with you. Meanwhile, you finally healed, you're ready to move on. And this person could be trying to hold you back or hold them back from coming in and making you an offer. Wow. As if, first of all, these are all love messages. It says, new love is about to enter your life. You will find qualities in this new person you've been looking for in others. So wow, for a lot of you, this new love is what Spirit's honestly saying you should take a chance in, not the past that you know that is caught up. But again, this is just general advice. This is just a general reading, right? So definitely follow your own heart and your own discernment. But remember, it literally says new love. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you're scared to give new love a chance. Energy 2 says there's something about you. I can't quite put my finger on it yet, but I also can't seem to get you off my mind. So I really feel like you know this new love is. You could feel like this already. And if not, it's like it's going to come in out of nowhere. Wow. So there's one more message here that we had that came out. I'm just trying to organize these for y'all so they're easier to read. Okay. Says, when I see other people giving you attention on social media, it makes me feel really insecure. So for some of you, this new love has not come forward, and they could just watch your social media like I was picking up earlier, right? They could have a fake account, or maybe they just watch it from their own page and you're kind of aware you got a few new people watching. few new love interests or people you're attracted to, but it's like they see other people giving you attention and maybe this is what freaks them out and they like shy away from it. But I feel like that's something they've got to get over themselves, especially if they feel like that you have this unspoken communication. It's like you're divine femme. I feel like you're at the point where maybe you've been trying to hint to this person too, but you're like, you're not putting yourself out there to be rejected either. You know, like I feel like, especially too, if you're divine femme, it's not that you're traditional, but you truly believe that like the masculine should come forward. And maybe for some of you, you've stepped outside of your comfort already and like really tried to put yourself out there. And what I just heard is, believe me, it's like they noticed, but they might not have reacted or acted the way you thought they would. Maybe you thought they'd make an offer after that or something and they didn't. It's like for others of you, none of that's happening. This person's just stuck in their head seeing others give you attention. So it says, I'm ready to build our lives together now. I'm sorry I ran in the past. You are my person. No one ever has made me feel as happy as you have. Let's start our own family together. I'm ready now, love. Beautiful. So before we had that, they wanted a future with you, and now we've got this. So this new love, absolutely, they really want to not only build with you, but they really see a long-term commitment. So this is really beautiful. It says, I want to resolve everything from the past. Would you give me the chance to be honest and explain? So I feel like maybe if you kind of made a few attempts and there was no response or effort, this is what they were explaining or want to explain. So 2 more messages. It says, I often write you out a message and then delete it before pressing send. I don't want to say the wrong thing. So you could pick up that energy that this person, maybe that's the unspoken communication. It's almost like you get this vibe they're going to message and then they just like don't. And you're like, okay. And you keep going about your life. Divine femme, stay in that energy. What I was just told. Remember how it says stay focused on you, stay focused, right? I feel like this could be a little bit of a distraction for y'all right now, especially if it's a new love or a past love coming back. You could feel a little bit in your head about it as well. It says, I live in constant regret forever thinking I could replace what we had. I really feel like that is the past, like the energy of pile 1. But only take what resonates for you. But with the way these are definitely 2 clear storylines, so we're going to put that with the energy 1. So we were missing 2 messages for energy 1 and 1 for there. So we're going to shuffle. Whatever comes out is going to be for energy 1, and whatever comes out secondly will be for energy 2. What I feel like as well, though, it says, I got scared, so I ghosted you. I'm sorry, it hurt me too. So energy 1, what they could have did was, if it was someone who was from the past or this 2 new energies, came back, tried to connect with you, but then kind of got scared and they could have psyched themselves out and just like not fully communicated their feelings or not really communicated anything. I feel like both these masculines are being divinely guided to make their attempt though, because like I said, y'all got options. It's like whether you realize it or not, you can have more than just those 2 as options. Okay, so let's get 2 more messages, Spirit. Of course, they're like not coming. Oh, there we go. If only you knew how much those little moments with me matter to you, or matter to me. So I guess the 2 of you from the past person, or energy 1 rather, you could have small meetings or encounters or like talk kind of slightly. There's little things that happen. They really appreciate it, especially if it's a past person. You kind of let them know you still care about them or you're still around. It says, you inspire me to be a better person every day. Thank you for that. So that is the rest of the messages from energy 1 there. So it looks like they're definitely torn. It looks like energy 1, regardless of who this is for you, they have 2 people that they care a lot about. So you and another person. They feel stuck in this toxic connection. I guess they do view it as toxic. For some of you, this could be too why they ghosted you, because they feel like maybe they're a loyal partner as well, right? Like they didn't want to come forward and cause any trouble between the relationship they're in, especially if it's toxic. They don't want to make the situation worse, possibly. And for a lot of you, wow, it's either that it's a past and a new love, or these are 2 new loves in their whole own situations. Take what resonates. Last message from energy 2 says, I want to take you away somewhere romantic, just the 2 of us. So I feel like this person, maybe, wow, maybe you know who this is. Like they're trying to send you the signs. They would love to just be posted up on the beach with you somewhere. That's so funny. I've never had one of these in my life, but I just heard sipping on Mai Tais, like pina coladas. Okay, those are definitely good. Those are a vibe. But like pina coladas, go snorkeling. I don't know, just like you're gonna be wooed away this new love. It's definitely new love too. So, wow, because think about it. How did that angel message get in this? These are all messages from your person. So, beautiful. I'm really feeling like, if you'd like, we're going to get a few details as to who these people could be. So, let's pull some archetypes, and then we're going to do some messages. Okay, not ready yet. So, we did have shapeshifter just pop out. So, wow, an angel. So, you're definitely someone that they view as like an earth angel. Look at that, splitting the deck, Don Juan and advocate. So one of these is like going to be a lover and friend, and one of these is more of a player vibe for sure. That was the initial energy we picked up too. So funny to see that as I'm just splitting the deck. I haven't shuffled nothing yet. Okay, so we're going to do 2 and 2 at a time just to compare these two piles for y'all. Child magical. Okay, so energy 1 is definitely someone who is more innocent, pure-hearted. There's someone who could be very spiritual like you. They do have a connection to helping others. They really believe in being like a humanitarian, giving back to others in a way. They could be someone very selfless, very giving. Pile 2, we've got bully and dilettante. So with the bully, the light attribute is highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So you know how this person's got unspoken communication, all this, and they often write in a message to lead it. And this is the one that came across as the player vibes, right? So I feel like this person lets others build their own rapport of who they think they are, and it doesn't allow them to fully come forward as to who they truly are, if that makes sense. It's like they're so intimidated by how others see them that they hold themselves back and create this fear and illusion within themselves. So they could be someone who's maybe like viewed in the public or has like a certain image about them, and they try to withhold. Wow, I was just going to say withhold. So they withhold who kind of they truly are, and they try and uphold this image as who they want people to see them as. So maybe that's going to resonate a little bit better for who this person could be for you. Dilettante. So this is someone who is definitely a creative person. They could be someone who is like someone who is a musician or an artist or an actor, actress. But look at this. So it says, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So like I said, it's like this person feels like, especially if they're in the public eye, they have a certain image to uphold. So wow, maybe this is why they haven't come forward, because they feel like if you reject them, it's going to make them look bad, if that makes sense. So maybe they are someone very well known, or not even that, but they're just like someone with like a really known business, or just like they have a little bit of status. Let's just say that. It doesn't necessarily have to be public social status, but they have status. So they know if you deny them, not only is it going to break them down and feel like they have to hide themselves even more, but they also feel like people are going to judge them for it. But I feel like this is what this card's saying. What they need to realize is to be aware of who they could be developing in their own ego. So energy 2 is definitely like a more player ego vibe. The shadow attribute says pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So this person could actually be someone who's trying to pretend like they like guide you. Like, you know what I mean? So like, say for example, it's like a big, huge musician. So let's say just that as an example. They could just be like kind of like flashy. Like they have like cars and rings and watches and like bling, and they show off their money, and they think like material gain is the way to be, but it really isn't. I feel like this person is a little bit distorted in their image of themselves, and I feel like underneath it all they could be definitely very humble, masculine, but the way they come off is like, yeah. So we're gonna get 2 more for the pile 1, because pile 1 seems very much more lighthearted. It's funny though, because pile 1's got more of the baggage, right? Energy 1 for you is someone who's got someone on the side But meanwhile, look at this. They're a networker. They're someone who really gets along with others. They aid others. And they could be someone very spiritual. So, okay, there we go. This is a little bit better. Energy 2 definitely is someone who is giving to others as well. They definitely aren't not. But it looks like they just care too much about their image, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that helps you, like, think about if you know, like, specifically the two masculines and you're trying to figure out which one more resonates with which energies right now. It's like one of them definitely cares more about, like, they have to have name brand stuff, like stuff like that. Like, they're very flashy, if that makes sense. And the other one's more just like doesn't care about that stuff, if that makes sense. But maybe this other one doesn't have as much as this person has. Okay, so visionary, yeah. So I feel like energy 1 has a vision for their life as to where they're taking it. But I feel like, so energy 2 is someone who's more established. And then energy 1 is someone who isn't, but they know that they want to be. So that's interesting. If they are friends, this person could actually look up to this person. And what it is they see them as being kind of an ego player vibe. And very much so, like, almost, I don't want to say selfish, but like more self-centered because of what their world's based around, how it's kind of based around them and maybe their creative talents or their business. And then it's like this masculine is trying to make a vision like that, but they feel like they're not ever going to be in their ego like that. So I don't know. It's really interesting because I feel like they both feel like they deserve you in different ways. So hermits, this one person is definitely, even though they're a networker, there's someone who's more secluded, keeps to themselves. Priest, interesting. So it says facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So whoever this person is over here, they're actually definitely very connected with their intuition and their spirit guides. They may follow some sort of a bit of spirituality, but it's like they're not someone who ever shows it. Like, they keep that part of themselves to themselves. So I feel like energy 1 here is someone who had addictions. They could also be someone who's addicted to love, is what I just heard, because they've got like a relationship they're in, but then they're in love with you. And if this is a past person, they were in love with you before. It's like they jump from connection to connection. So these two people almost both have some good and bad things about them here. So it's really interesting. So, okay. Next one out we have is the rebel. So beautiful. I feel like this person, why they're not necessarily like, or why they're more known as egotistical, they're not, but it's because they're so unique and individual and they do their own thing and they're not afraid to. And so I feel like others judge them for that and make their own assumptions. And so then this person feels like they have to live up to that, which is so like distorted if you think about it, right? Like, this masculine is just trying to like be who others want them to be, but it's a distorted perception of who they should be. So really interesting, because I feel like maybe this is what you are teaching this person to really, whether you even realize this or not, divine feminine, you could be really teaching this person to be their own self. And that's really beautiful. And that could be why maybe this person was a player, wouldn't change, but now it's like they met you and they're like, you inspire them, right? To really just be their authentic selves. So next one, pile 1 energy sees you as someone who they could grow a family with. They see you as a very mothering, giving, nurturing person, especially if you had a relationship with them previously. What I just heard is they could have looked up to you kind of like too much in that sense. You'll know if it was a past person this resonates with. They were very needy and always needed attention and love and affection from you, but didn't give nearly the same back. Now, beautiful, this new person sees you as a queen. They want to literally take care of you and like worship you like as the person you are. They really are inspired by you. So that's really beautiful. That's so funny. 2 cards stayed and we have divine feminine and karmic feminine. So if you think about it, I really feel like that goes for energy 1. They're dealing with 2 feminines. One is a divine, which is you, and one could be karmic. Especially if they feel stuck in this toxic outside relationship. So really crazy message. I'll just get a few more cards as to what you can kind of expect to come in. And we'll do one more angel message as to what the focus should be for you for the next couple weeks. I really hope this reading resonated. This was a really intense, strong message. Thank you so much, everyone, tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment if this is resonating. You inspire me every day to be a better person. I thank you for that. So that was energy 1. So I really feel like these two are both inspired by you, these masculines, in completely different ways. And that's what makes it so beautiful. And I feel like if they are friends, that's what makes it so difficult. Maybe the two of them too, I just heard if they're friends, like they know each other, right? They know when they do have feelings for someone. So maybe they both are aware that the two of them do have feelings for you. And that's what leaves them both feeling like left out in the cold, feeling like they're almost like going against each other and their friendship in a way. But really, ultimately, it's like all they both want is love with you. And it's like, meanwhile, Divine Femme, you could not even know this is all going on. You just want love and you're just chilling, focused on you, waiting for those good days to come in. So that's really interesting. Hit that like button if you know you're just waiting for new love. I feel like you are going to get it soon, year 2022. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time stopping in, welcome. And I just wanted to say I'm a huge advocate for this year. And anyone who like knows me in my life previously would know this is the only year I've ever said this, but twin flame union, think about it, 2022. And we are blessed to be in the month of February right now, which is the second month. If you don't have your person, but you are aware of who your twin flame is, it's like this is the year for union for a lot. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. Closing out, so let's kind of see the energies as to what's going to happen. Wow, so we have the Knight of Coins in reverse again, so still someone undecided, but look at that. We've got the 2 cups in the upright and the Magician. Ah, that's so beautiful, because if you look at these cards, then we got the 8 of Cups in reverse. It's beautiful because it means these options and stuff are finally coming to an end. Someone definitely is going to get their heart broken, it looks like, but it looks like it's not going to be you. You're going to get to have your true love, and I feel like y'all deserve that. And these masculines do too, but it's just like, it looks like it's going to come down to one of them choosing, right? Or one of them taking the initiative. Wow. So for some of you, it's actually going to be the fire sign that steps up and takes the initiative over the other. Kept saying too before, you're either dealing with a water, fire, or air sign. And the 2 masculines could also be those signs. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So like I said, one of them is going to feel ultimately a heartbreak is what it's going to come down to. You just need to keep focused on yourself and trust that love will come in. Don't worry. Don't allow anything to be stagnant for you. Looks like there might be a little bit of conflict. Wow, as if. So we had the 8 of Swords again in reverse. And I said before when this came out, it's going to be up to 6 weeks. So double confirmation on 6 weeks. What I'm feeling like is you're supposed to just focus on you right now and let the 2 masculines get back out of distorted energy and come forward. Now, with the Emperor being in reverse, I kept saying I felt energy 2 was the new love, and they didn't feel like they were good enough yet, right? We kept having the cards how they didn't feel like they could bring you the offer you deserved yet. So if you look here, it's crazy because the Emperor is in reverse. So definitely could be a fire sign, either Aries or Taurus that's coming in. And with that, it's just saying let them like get their life back together so that they can get back into their proper energy to come forward and make you this offer. Because at this moment in time, it looks like both the masculines don't have much to offer you, especially if one is in a commitment with someone else. Wow. Okay, Spirit's literally just flying now. I'm just trying to shuffle here, bro. The Lovers. Oh my gosh. So for some of you, it's going to be the air sign that comes forward. And for others of you, it's either going to be a fire sign or an Aries or Taurus specifically. And for some of you, a Gemini. Keep focusing on your coins, your abundance. This is when things are going to start to turn around. Queen of Coins, they see you as the ultimate victory. It's like both of them just want to be your king. But I love it with the Emperor there because it's like they want to bring you more than you need. So it's like they don't want to just bring you, like even a king, right, is matching the energy. They want to be more than that. They want to be your be-all, end-all person. And I feel like right now, I don't want to get specific as to who is going to take this battle for the heart of yours, Divine Feminine, because it is a collective reading. But for a lot of you, the energy I'm picking up is that this old love, if that's the case, is going to let this new emperor come in and claim your heart. I really feel like they're going to back off and realize that they're in a relationship, and that someone who isn't in a relationship and who is healed is the one who deserves to have the chance with you. But again, this is just a collective reading, so that won't be for everyone. Because you never know, with the way that the first pile energy one just like has so much unconditional love for you, they could really just like change their life in the next couple weeks and come forward with this offer. But I feel like at the moment where it stands is no one feels like there's any victory out of this situation. Everyone just feels like they're doing their own thing and disconnected from each other. But ultimately, I feel like you feel all their energies. So with the Lovers too, just know that you are dealing with definitely a soulmate connection. I really feel like it's either a fire or air sign that's the true soulmate. And for a lot of you, the past or the more like non-committal type is the water sign. For a select few of you, that will be reversed, but take what resonates. So, okay, interesting. For some of you, you're going to get tired of this situation. You're actually just going to cut them both off, and that's when you're going to meet someone new. But for a lot of you, you might make the cutoff to, like I said, the air or water sign, and look at all that passion, wands, fire. So we've got Aries, Leo, Sag. So you might move forward with this other person, but I feel like too, it might come down to even you having to have a say as to who you want. So that's going to be different for everyone. With the one queen being in reverse, though, next to the other, it's almost like this whole situation has you leaves you feeling stuck, right? It's like you keep feeling one way and then another. And I feel like for some of you, it could just be very frustrating. You're not really sure, like your thoughts are all over the place. Wow. So you could even feel like you're stuck and torn in between the two. If that's the case, follow your heart. At the end of the day, follow your heart. Wow. So we had the Three of Swords before. So look at that. You got two options in love. I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, either, these two masculines are going to sort it, or they're going to both come forward with their love offer, and they're actually going to let you decide which one of them you want to be with. So that's really beautiful energy. We're going to leave that right there. I definitely might be on later to do another reading, something different, more of a collective, but this was a very specific message for y'all today. So I really hope this resonated, and don't forget to hit that like button if it did, so that more people in this situation with the two masculines are able to see it. And I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for all the support. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and then you can see the next video. Take care. Happy Sunday.